Welcome back into the Dunk House. We've got Manny the Monkey and Space Station matching up here in another quarterfinals. That's Enforcer, Manny, and for Space Station, Retals and Sypical. I am joined once again in the casting booth by Liquor Bagels. Man, we saw 3-0 in that first one. What do you think's going to happen? We got a similar setup in this next one.
Yeah, we do, but I think it's a bit different. You know, we have some, obviously the RLCS players in Sypical and Retals, absolutely insane players, but, that Hoops experience did pay off for Nico in that last match, teaming up with another RLCS player, Rapid, and taking down two RLCS players. So, I don't know, we did see the Hoops experience coming in pretty strongly, and there is no shortage of Hoops experience when you look at Manny the Monkey and his banana, Enforcer, a former #1 ranked Rocket League Hoops player, and his teammate Manny. It looks like they were clicking yesterday. So if they can keep that same energy, that same play style, then I think that SSG might have a lot on their hands, but we'll see how they handle it here in game number 1.
Enforcer's going to get a touch here out of the air. Right now, we've had Enforcer and Manny out in the air with little boosts. It's going to be Sypical to carry. Gets up over the top. Manny is going to cut that one off quickly. Retals is going to go ahead and take a quick turn onto the defensive end. Going to go ahead and give the space over out of neutral, and now they have an opportunity to get an attack over to the right side of their own. It's going to slip just underneath the net. Now Retals up against the net. Look at the patient play here from Retals, just saying, hey, Sypical, when are you going to be coming around making a play on this? I can wait all day. But now it's going the other direction, a laser across the top of the orange net. Now back over to the right. Enforcer, the bump. Retals tries to get a defensive play off the net. And that's going to be a shot. It's on target, saved by Retals. And now a chance for the breakaway. Over to the right. Man, Enforcer and Manny right now, their rotation seems to be very, very immaculate. Up off the wall. Another save. 0-0 still. Liquor Bagels at 3:30 in this game.
Oh, as you say that, that one takes a precarious bounce on the blue rim. And we've seen that rim, play to some people's benefit, and others, it's their worst enemy. So, we'll have to see who finds the better end of that deal in this matchup. But Manny gets a great read off that backboard, and you are exactly right, Bax. I think that Enforcer and Manny look, as good, if not better, than they did yesterday when they, powered through that bracket. So, I think that, like I said, Sypical and Retals, they're going to have a lot to deal with, and they're going to need to, maybe find some tricks up their sleeve if they're going to have any chance of countering the very strong Hoops play out of Enforcer and Manny.
Retals, nice 50 down here, goes in favor of Manny on the ground, though. And now that's out to the right. In the defensive zone for Orange, quickly cleared out. It's going to go straight down. Opportunity here. Ooh, Manny directly onto the wall. Shots on for Sypical. The bump tried to come through there. What a clever play, but it's not going to be enough. Off the right side of the rim now. A little bit of a bump play. Might actually go to the favor of the Orange squad here. Space Station Gaming looking to put some pressure on now. Looking to turn up the Jets a little bit. Very comparable score lines from both these players, but still a 0-0 score line. Defensive battle between both of them. Shot opportunities both ways. Retals going to put this one on target. We are just over halftime in game number 1 of this best-of-5 series. And once again, remember, you can check out B-Stream action over on Red Zenon's channel with Mr. Swaggles, as there have a couple other matches going on over there today. And they will all be over here. Still 0-0 here, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, exclamation point multi in the chat if you're looking for a link to Mr. Zenon's channel. He is streaming the other game that is going on right now, which is Fearless and Volt versus Ian and Bat. That's an absolute blaster of a match, but obviously we got a great one on our hands here as well, as Manny goes for a dunk. He's met firmly by the front of the rim there and denied, but Enforcer now trying to counter, but Retals off the side wall gets a great read. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Retals early in the game here. He's playing, very aggressively. We've seen him go for many dunks on the backboard, but now, Manny on the other backboard meets Enforcer above the orange net and pinches that one down. That was an insane play by the blue team.
Manny just floats out here. They're like, hey, do you want to go ahead and confirm this goal? Yeah, let's do it real quick. 131
nice.
on, yeah, not too shabby, right? So, Sypical and Retals, as you mentioned, the RLCS do find themselves in the gap against the Hoop mainstays here early on. That's going to be a shot over to the right side. Almost hits the corner. Still plenty of time in this game. Sypical underneath. Actually touched there by Enforcer. Manny's going to send it over to the left side, and now it's going to be Retals. He's going to get this one up over the top side. Could actually scoop it, but no. Enforcer's not going to get there. That's going to be a bump, and it's going to be up to Sypical to keep this one out. Retals gets bumped from the corner. Enforcer could have another shot at it. They're going to put it into a danger spot, and it will be Sypical to carry underneath. One touch. Is there a second one? There is. Towards the front side. Whoa. Retals way underneath the ball there. This could be dangerous. Enforcer's got to put it on target. It's in. 2-0.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Retals there. I think he maybe didn't expect Enforcer to be that quick to the ball, expected to have a bit more time, because he flew right past the ball and set up a very awkward situation for Sypical to defend as that ball rolls up off the rim, or off the net rather, and pops up above the orange goal, easily put away by Enforcer. He's done that a million times, so they're going to need to be very careful and not allow any situations for Manny the Monkey and his Banana to put balls in their net, because they will take every opportunity with immense efficiency.
Sypical's going to be off the corner. Enforcer actually left very early. Sypical did a great job just delaying that as long as they could. It's just not enough to actually get the pressure to stay. Right now, it feels like Enforcer and Manny keep this ball in the defensive zone for Orange the entire time. Finally, maybe a breakout opportunity here for Sypical. Tries to get the contact, but can't do it. Retals up on the wall. That's going to be a shot opportunity. A little bit of space given over to Manny from the half-court line. Steph Curry indeed with the long shot. 3-0, 17 seconds.
It looks like, yeah, Retals has just found himself a bit too far up the court. He was on that sidewall, I think, maybe looking for boost. And, you know, before he had a chance to turn around and defend, the ball's already tucked in the far side of his net. He's unable to get there in time to make the save. So I think that, I don't know, it might just be that SSG needs to have a bit more, like, respect for the opportunity of Manny the Monkey and the Enforcer to put in these goals, because they've been doing it time and time again. As they get another one with 6 seconds to play, extending the lead to 4. This game is all but over. We're going to need to see a lot of adjustments from Retals and Sypical, and I think a lot of that has to do with just, you know, covering their backs and making sure that, you know, they don't leave opportunities for Enforcer and Manny to score, because they've had too many this game, in my opinion.
We're seeing, you know, a little bit of deja vu, aren't we? This first game, I mean, it started off 0-0 for what, the first 3 minutes? And then immediately we see 2 goals pretty quick, and then 2 more goals spaced out over time to give a 4-0 final scoreline. First game of the previous series had a similar deficit, but as we saw in the previous series, the adjustments were very quick for the professional players here. So I imagine Sypical and Retals from Space Station Gaming will probably come up with a few answers here in game number 2 and start to make this series close.
Yeah, I think, you know, they looked like a lot stronger at the beginning of the match, and then as the match progressed, they started to fall apart. I'd like to see Retals, you know, at the beginning of the match, he was going really nicely towards the backboard and getting, you know, big bumps and demos and really disrupting play, and, you know, allowing Sypical a little bit more space to make an attack. I would like to see their offense develop a little bit more and, you know, continue that aggression, because, you know, as the play progressed, they got a little bit timid. They were kind of caught out of position a lot of times, and I think that really helped Manny the Monkey, you know, get that explosive offense and punish Space Station when it counted.
Worth noting for the heat maps that you are seeing on screen, you saw how much time the ball actually spent hovering over the top of Space Station's goal. Space Station Gaming spending a lot of time, like, just having to play under their net and get saves. Obviously, as well, with the 4 goals that went in, that's going to increase that heat map. But showing that not only are they trying to defend from the corner, they're defending from underneath their net, and that is going to usually equal some difficult circumstances. Very difficult to save the ball when you're underneath it. You have Manny and Enforcer on top. Going
all right, game 2 action. Let's get it. You know, this one is already won on that kickoff, and Manny and Enforcer, like I was mentioning in the last game, they are a team that will take the advantage of getting those friendship kickoffs. So I expect to see that they'll be on those teamwork kickoffs we were talking about. But Retals now looking for a dunk, and he gets it. He reads the touch from Sypical. He knows that he has Enforcer beat on the rotation back and does very excellently to dunk that. You don't see that, you know, awareness from a lot of soccer mains. So it's good for Retals to have that awareness, to know that the ball is coming, go up on the backboard and ensure that goal. Well done. Great position by Retals on that play.
Enforcer off the wall, looking for an early equalizer here, as we will see the deficit, and that's going to be Retals getting physical in the dunk house. Enforcer is going to be rotating against Sypical. Retals chilling for a sec there.
Yeah, he was checking his phone, checking his Twitter.
Yeah, you know, you got to check that TikTok feed, man. Okay, off to the right. Enforcer going to put it back on target. Oh, that's going to be underneath. Oh, save from Retals. Enforcer, though, put it back on. Sypical is already up for it. The shot is not going to go directly down and in, but that will for Manny. 1-1, 4-13. Is this something, do we need to start putting maybe a little bit of a conspiracy together here with Retals with that early, like, flip forward and maybe the stop there? Controller issues, I'm not sure. But a tie game is what we have.
Yeah, it seemed like he stopped sort of in the corner there. Maybe he's having some hardware issues, but let's hope that he's able to resolve those quickly. As you know, we have a tie game on our hands. Nothing too serious. You know, Manny the Monkey's only up by 1 game. This is a best out of 5, so they have plenty of time to figure out their play style. And you know, they started out strong with that dunk, so let's see if they can continue it here. As Sypical takes it past Enforcer and Manny. He's got an open shot, but it might be off the rim. Oh my, I swear, like we saw on that most recent goal from Manny the Monkey and Enforcer, that it like bounced precariously off the rim and up into the air, and then Manny dunked it. It seems like it's a 2v3 out here. It seems like it's Retals and Sypical versus Enforcer, Manny, and the rims, because they're really helping out Manny the Monkey and Enforcer right here. And you know, Sypical and Retals, it might just be, you know, from someone who may play less hoops, it may be very difficult to read those bounces.
Enforcer's going to have to defend a very difficult situation in the corner here. Both orange players from Space Station trying to make a move, and it's going to be Enforcer all the way out. Sypical now gets bumped here, and Manny is going to keep this one up towards the front, but no. Enforcer has to turn on this one. Sypical is going to be able to put this one up at the backboard. Will we see a follow? Enforcer gets a touch, but Manny has to come in to save the day. He's floating out in a dangerous spot here. Still 1-1, tie game out to the front. Retals right by the ball. That's going to be Sypical. What a touch. Retals to put it on target over to the right side. Sypical to finish it in. No! Can't quite get the angle. It's a tough angle from the corner as well. And this is still a very dangerous ball. Sypical was demoed. Ooh, Manny underneath the ball. Sypical to put it on target. No, it's a little bit too low. Enforcer will clear this one out. We're still tied up here. 2:43 in game 2.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of very aggressive plays coming out from SSG. We saw, you know, very recently we saw a ceiling challenge by Sypical in front of his own net. I don't know if they might be trying to get a little too fancy like out here. I think they really need to just take things back to the basics, maybe get their teamwork up a little bit, maybe you know, focus on setting some linear attacks, because they're just getting, you know, blasted on defense. But Sypical gets a nice shot. It's off the front of the rim. Unlucky. Close one there, but Enforcer now trying to clear it out. He's got no boost. This could be an opportunity for Space Station as Retals pops it up to Sypical. He goes for the tap, and he gets it. Insanity from Sypical. An excellent play formed together by Space Station. Wow.
That's what the doctor ordered, and you already mentioned, I mean, Retals had a great read on the team play to be up in the air for that first dunk. They get a second dunk off the double from Sypical, and Space Station Gaming fighting back in game 2. There's a friendship. It's a quick one from Enforcer and Manny. And look at Sypical already up the wall towards the ceiling, waiting for that potential to come through. Smart play and well defended. 2 minutes to go. Lead still exists here. That's going to be Sypical. Pops it up. Retals to go for it. No. They're actually going to play over to the wall. Ooh, another touch here. No. An Enforcer to carry versus Sypical. One-on-one in open space. Enforcer goes for the bump, but no. This could be dangerous the other direction. Manny to send in defensive zone for Orange off to the right. Retals 1 touch, 2, 3, up the wall, gets the boost, off the ceiling shot. Oh! So close, 2-1. Space Station still leads.
Oh my, that opportunity for Retals. These guys are, it looks like they're having just so much fun with it. They're going for some crazy, you know, ceiling shots. They're having a lot of great team synergy with that most recent goal. Sypical went for a reset, challenged by Manny, and somehow sneaks it under him on the 50 and into the blue net, extending SSG's lead to 2, getting that insurance goal.
What a block. Gets the bell, just bellies up, man. Gets the ball into the belly and just say, I'm going to guide this right into the net. 3-1. I mean, hey, Space Station showed up with an answer in game 2. Make it a 4th one. It's in. Sypical and Retals have found Dunk House gold in game 2. We might be looking at a 1-1 series.
They have definitely found their stride, but don't count Manny the Monkey and Enforcer out just yet. This is only a 3-goal lead. I've seen them come back from much bigger deficits, but you know, the SSG team does look very good in this game number 2, so they're going to have their work cut out for them for sure. As Sypical takes this one over, Enforcer goes for the dunk, but he misses. He's out of boost, and Enforcer, unfortunately, is floating above his own net and double taps it into his own goal. Oh my, that is unlucky.
Well, mind control is a hell of a drug. We are going to be into center spawn. Sypical and Manny. Is there an answer here in the last 1 minute? Or will Space Station go ahead and take this victory? Certainly going to have to score quickly if you're the Manny Enforcer squad here. Manny the Monkey and his banana. There is the banana going for it. And it will be Manny now behind. Nope. Enforcer's going to rotate out. Sypical and Retals up on the wall. They're both there. They're launching an attack from the same side. That's going to be Enforcer. This is a dangerous spot. This certainly could be a goal. Enforcer goes for the bump and gets it. 2-5. Is there enough time?
You know what? You know what? As this play was developing, I was saying in my head, I was like, I want to see Enforcer go for more of his patented air dribble bumps. He is so dominant with those air dribble bumps in the dunk house that I think he went for one on Sypical earlier and it was saved away. But I just know that he's capable of getting those really consistently, and he put it on display in that particular instance. Retals now trying to extend around the rim to get that double tap, not able to do so, and you know, we'll see Manny the Monkey and Enforcer trying to get an opportunity to close this lead, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. 20 seconds left on the clock, and that one is pinched up into the orange corner. Enforcer looking for an opportunity, saved away by Sypical. What a save. Great awareness, great positioning, and great clearance by Sypical to ensure that this lead does not crumble before their eyes.
Manny's going to try to get one more in here before time expires, and it will drop down. Maybe one more the other direction, actually. That's going to go in front net. 6-2. A 4-0 game one. A 6-2 in game two for Space Station Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a series. 1-1 tied up, best of 5. You got all that you can handle on stream today, and this is just the quarterfinals.
Oh my, I don't think I need to spell this out. Everyone watching at home, you guys all have eyes, but I'll say it for the sake of you know, for the sake of saying it. Space Station looked exceptional that game, and it shows. Look at the score from both of those players. They almost had 1,000 points each. These guys are out here getting bans in the dunk house. That is insane. What a performance in game number 2. Let's see if they can carry that same energy in game number 3. Bax, if you're Manny the Monkey and Enforcer, are you worried here? I mean, that was a bit of a blowout in game number 2 after, you know, they had taken game 1. Do you think that you should be worried? Do you think that Space Station has found their stride, or do you think that that was just a fluke and that Manny and Enforcer will come out stronger next game?
I think they're definitely going to come out stronger. I don't think it was a fluke, but I do think that Manny the Monkey, they got caught a little off guard, and that's all it came down to. In game number 1, looking very strong throughout the entire first half, 0-0 scoreline. They put in 4 goals in the second 2 minutes rather. But in this game, they just gave a little bit too much space to Sypical and Retals. And when you give players that are as mechanically gifted as Sypical and Retals, well, you're probably going to have a bad time. I think they got to close out that space, go back to their aggression, and you can see from the heat map on the screen, they were playing defense almost the entire game. You got to get that ball out, relieve yourself, give yourself some breathing room. And in that second game, they didn't have any.
Yep. And I'd like to see Enforcer, you know, we've seen a lot of physicality, especially from Retals, you know, going for those bumps on the backboard on the defending blue half. And I'd like to see the same coming out from Enforcer. I know Enforcer to be a very physical player. You know, his name is literally Enforcer. So I've seen him get many a bump, many a demo, many an air dribble goal off of bumping his opponent in midair. So I'd like to see a bit more physicality, but Sypical has this dunk, and he, what even happened? They were having a meeting up in midair. There were, I think, 3 players occupying the same airspace, and Sypical somehow collides off Retals, gets the touch, and secures the goal with the double tap off the backboard. That was crazy.
Well, they're going to keep the momentum from game 2. That much is clear. A little bit of a mess up here on the kick. Or Manny and Enforcer. Enforcer says, I can do that too, but no, not quite. And it's going to be now up to the backside. In the defensive zone for Orange, Sypical and Retals. From the same side, Sypical goes for it again. Off the front, no. Not quite in. They're not quite able to get that second touch. It's going to be Manny looking to answer. Now to the front here. Retals, maybe a little bit of a pinch. No, they leave it. Lands on top of Sypical, actually.
Goomba stomped. Any Goomba emojis? Any Goomba emotes in chat?
That's like the 3rd time. Enforcer, you mentioned it. The physical play. Is it enough? Manny can't get the touch. Sypical and Retals are just bumping each other all the time. I mean, so far it's working. So, I mean, maybe don't fix it if it ain't broke, but definitely playing aggressive.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate that, was it Retals that landed on Sypical and just kind of stopped that play in its tracks. But I think that, you know, oh man, unfortunately, Manny missed that. I thought that there was about to be an attack developing there, but it still could be as Manny sends one off the front of the net. Oh my gosh, we need to see some offense from Manny the Monkey. Like you said, Enforcer was able to find some demos, which really opened up a lot of space and gave Manny a huge opportunity, and it fell short. But you know, we got to just keep looking for those opportunities if you're the blue team. And Manny does really well to defend against that backboard there. But we need to see something, and soon. Manny and Enforcer have taken a backseat approach to this match ever since the start of game 2, and it has not paid out for them yet.
Seeing Sypical and Retals doing a lot of boost control. It's actually very impressive. They're playing the rotation and waiting for the players to go towards the boost and then scooping them up right before, not giving them time to plan a decision. That might be on target. It's going to be out to the backboard, and Enforcer can put it in. Oh, what a save underneath by Retals. 0-1 maintains the scoreline. Sypical going to try to get a second one here with boost. Shots on target. Oh, it's saved by Enforcer on the inside of the rim. Saves back and forth here. It's a defensive battle. And that's going to be flipped up into the air by Manny. Enforcer wants to try to get the answer this time. They get the touch, but not the goal. Manny in neutral. Shot on target. Sypical up in the air. Gets bumped, but we've seen that if they get bumped, they usually score. Now it's going to be Retals. Manny is going to be able to take control from the side. That's a dangerous challenge. Actually going to be on target. Nothing coming here from the defensive end of the orange team. Blue team trying to put everything in, but man, Sypical and Retals seem to have an answer.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to see Enforcer commit for that ball because, like you said, it was a very dangerous challenge. It bounced really awkwardly over the orange net and actually went off the rim. Retals, you know, was baited by that rim bounce and flew up into the air, so Sypical had to recover and, you know, clear that ball out. I would have liked to have seen Enforcer go up and challenge that ball because it could have possibly gone in their net, and they need to find an answer. You know, 2 minutes left in this game. You know, they're going to extend. It's going to be one team getting the two-game advantage, and Manny with the great bump, but it's off the rim. Oh, my. Even the physicality, you know, I was saying I want to see more physicality from Enforcer, but Manny, wow, that was a great attempt. And if that rim, you know, I was saying the first game that the rim was working in favor of Manny and Enforcer, but lately it's been looking like, you know, SSG has taken over the rim team, and what a dunk by Retals. They're just having it. It's like free play in the dunk house for them right now.
They are feeling the team plays here. Retals leaning backwards to emphasize the forward flip to dunk that down. I mean, that's, you know, that's posterized Michael Jordan. Let's go. Enforcer going to try to answer here. But, I mean, they really are clicking on all cylinders. And once you start to feel yourself here, Sypical's going to keep it low. That's a great shot from Sypical. A light touch. That's what we saw from Nico in the previous series. Just seeing where the cars were. They're on the backboard. If I get a nice soft touch here, it's going to throw them off. 3-0 for Space Station in Game 3.
Very surprising scoreline, honestly, and that's one that you would typically expect Manny or Enforcer, you know, one of the two of them to come away with the save there, but Manny heading downward on the backboard is just in no position to make an effort on that save, and Enforcer just not able to clear it out, and we might see a fourth goal here as Manny gets an excellent save, but a minute left, trailing by 3. This has very similar tones to the last game when they were behind, and they were not able to come back. Let's see if they fare any differently here as Manny looking to get another one, decrease that lead, but it's saved out by Sypical. Challenged by Enforcer. Retals now with the shot opportunity, sends it short. Manny trying to counter. Sypical's in the corner. He grabs the boost, but this is above his net. And Manny gets a great bump on Sypical, but Enforcer is not able to get the dunk. Oh, that's such a big missed opportunity. Enforcer, I'm sure, is wishing that he had that one back so he could bury that in the net, but now time ticking down, only 40 seconds remain, and Space Station still with a 3-goal lead.
Might make it 4 here. Retals trying to carry up over on the one-on-one setup on the defensive end for Blue. That's going to be Sypical. What kind of a touch was that? Just standing straight and is going to be able to send that one all the way into a dangerous position. Now to the other side of the court. Retals in open space. A little bit of boost. Looks for one more to the front of the net. Sypical can't get there. 3-0 in game number 3. Manny wants one. No. Goes right by the ball. 10 seconds to go. Probably not going to be enough time. This ball will come down to the left side. Retals is going to be there. Manny now underneath. Looks to get one touch, 2, and they're just controlling the ball. We'll go ahead and let this one touch down. Maybe get one more. Oh, my God. Sypical.
Man.
3 goals. Hats in the air in game 3. It's 4-0. And Sypical, I think they doubled every single goal. Maybe all except one in this one.
That one even skimmed off the rim. That wasn't like a clean double tap, and Sypical still able to drop that one in. Yeah, Space Station is going to be a problem for Manny and Enforcer, and they have to figure something out as Space Station get that 2-1 series lead. They're going to need to look to close things out here, and Manny the Monkey really need to adjust. And, you know, after getting shut out, a 4-0 game, they're in trouble here.
8-3 for the shot total on Manny the Monkey, 5-4 for Space Station, but cashing in on 4 of those goals to go up 2-1 in this best of 5 series on screen now. So we are going to be going into game number 4. And we'll see if Manny the Monkey has some kind of an answer. 2 games in a row here from Space Station, and this does kind of tell a story. Game number 1, 0-4 loss in favor of Manny the Monkey. Game number 2, a 6-2. Game number 3 goes to a 4-0 in favor of Space Station Gaming. So if game number 4, if we're gonna upset this this story that we're writing, Manny and Enforcer are gonna have to reset, go back to game 1, start thinking about the aggressive plays that we're working in that, and start to implement them in game 4.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, not only has Space Station been looking exceptional on offense, they have been, they're defending the net so well. If you're able to still see I think you can't see the heat map anymore, but there was so much heat above the orange net, and they were able to defend it so well. I think that's really played to their benefit in that game. And they've really improved on defense compared to the first game. They were looking a bit lost, but they've not only improved their synergy, their offensive, creativity, but they're being rock solid on defense, not giving Manny and Enforcer any opportunity. What an insane pinch between Sypical and Manny, sending that one to the ceiling, but they're going to need to find an answer. Enforcer and Manny, they're on their heels now, and Retals pops that one up. Sypical could have an opportunity. Let's see what he gets. He gets the reset, challenged by Enforcer, and sent out to the side. Manny now taking it up. See, that's an opportunity where I would like to see Enforcer, instead of rotating all the way back, he's got full boost. I want to see him go across, get some bumps, get some demos, be disruptive, and open up the play for his teammate and try to get some goals that way.
Retals gonna lose a challenge here against Manny. Enforcer to send it to the back wall, and that's how you answer back. 1-0, 4:23 in game number 4 in this best of 5 quarterfinals here. $5,800 prize pool. And this is the top 8 here on twitch.tv/ringtubes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. If you have missed any of the action so far, you're missing a grand finals series every single match. There's very talented players in the lobby and in the dunk house right now. Retals underneath to the right. That's going to be Sypical back to the left side. Oh, Enforcer's going to put it on again. Oh, what a save from Sypical. Their defense has definitely showed up in the last 2 games. Maybe in this one too. It's bouncing up into the sky. Sypical to attack. Retals now. He's going to go on rotation. Maybe he wanted to grab that center boost. That's going to be a pass up to Sypical on the far side. Oh. And it is still 1-0 here in favor of Manny and Enforcer. Maybe even a little bit lucky to have that lead.
Sypical, just that save that he made with 0 boost, and now a creative play to barely get that one over the net, but it's saved away by Manny. That is insane. We are seeing some very high level play from every player, and Manny, how did he even get that angle? That ball looks like it was going to be falling below the rim, and he is able to adjust his car to pop that one in. Look at that angle. Look at the adjustment by Manny. Just not savable for SSG. Puts it in a perfect place. Well done by Manny, and they extend the lead now. We've seen Space Station Gaming be so dominant in games 2 and 3, but now we see the narrative has shifted. The Ranked Hoops script is playing out perfectly, and now we see Space Station with a 2-0 deficit.
3:30 on the clock here, game number 4. Enforcer just trying to delay. He's trying to set Manny up to get boost and trying to make a play on the ball, going for the flip reset off to the right side. It's going to be Retals. 1 touch, 2. That's on target. Not saved. Saved by Manny underneath. Comes flying through. Now it's going to be off to the left side. Sypical 1, Sypical 2. We've seen them score this multiple times in the previous game. Back to the other side.
What?
Damage almost came through. How'd the ball go that direction? Kind of crazy. Sypical now underneath. Gets demoed as they're getting the carry. And now it's going to be to the left. Retals with a touch up in the air. Enforcer waiting in neutral. Leaves it. Sypical's going to take 1, take 2, take 3. Sypical the save from Manny. The defense in this game is out of this world.
Save. Oh my, how did that even, what? Oh my, this is, I was saying, the offense has been great, but my, the defense in this game has been shining through. Absolutely standout defense by both teams. Both teams have had 0 boost saves rather. Just seemingly impossible saves, but they're able to get the job done, and that's really been the deciding factor in this match so far.
Off to the right side. Sypical's going to stay underneath. Nice challenge here. 2 minutes on the clock in game number 4. Space Station Gaming come back into their game 2 and 3 performances. That's going to be a shot on target. Retals can't get the challenge, though. Another shot on target. Enforcer up the wall to get it clear. And that's out to the right side. Back to neutral and half court. Retals to control with the 50 underneath. Going for near net. On the rim, that's going to touch here. Back to Sypical. That's going to be back to the right side. Retals was there. Could not quite get the touch, though. Enforcer, one-on-one against Sypical. Underneath, goes for 1, goes for 2. Nice save from Sypical. Another instance of power defense here from both of these squads. And Sypical says it the entire other direction. Retals the touchdown. Another save from Manny. Manny, a hat trick of saves.
I'm speechless. This game out of the entire series has been the most insane. So many, goals that should have happened. So many insanely creative plays that are coming out from both sides and getting saved away. This is like robbery on both ends, and it's crazy to witness. But, now we see Space Station trying to close out this series, trying not to go to game 5. They want to close things out here, but they're in a hole. They're going to need to score 2 in the next minute if they want to keep it alive. Retals now off the side. He's still got boost in the tank. He gets the double tap. Sypical looking to finish. Gets the challenge on Enforcer. The 50-50 will dunk down into the blue net and reduce that lead to 1. There's still plenty of time on the clock. Retals and Sypical looking strong and dunking that one powerfully over Enforcer.
Back into potential friendship goals here. It looks like Enforcer's lined up for it. The hit is there. The touch is there as well. And you can see that Sypical and Retals, they know about the friendship. They know it exists. They're going to let it play. Nice save from Manny. Save number 6 for them in this game. They are absolutely popping off on the defensive end. Enforcer to get 1 touch in neutral. Manny and Enforcer catching themselves on the same side for this defensive rotation, trying to flip this ball up. Need to keep this lead if they want to keep this series alive. Sypical off the back wall. 1 touch, 2, make it 3. They're trying to keep the ball in the air. Retals comes in as well. But no, this could be it. Manny to put it on target. Is it going to be a 3rd goal? No. It goes out. 20 seconds on the clock here. Manny to the right side. Sypical now is going to have to defend against this. It goes a little bit too far, and here comes the attack. Maybe the last attack here for Retals and Sypical. Enforcer cuts it off early. What a touch! What a save! And we're still here in the defensive zone. Still a 1-goal game. Anything can happen. It's lifted off to the right side. Enforcer will shut that down. It touches down. Ladies and gentlemen, game 5.
That was without a doubt, and I feel like I'm just a broken record here. That was without a doubt the best display of defensive skill in any ranked hoops match I've seen today. That was crazy. The amount and caliber of saves that we just witnessed is something I've never seen before. That was well played to all the players out there. And this game should have been a 5-4 scoreline or something along those lines, but the amount of incredible saves, it doesn't even register for Space Station. It says they had 0, but they had many good ones to their credit. And what a match. But what I want to touch on is that last friendship kickoff that we saw. I think we touched on it earlier. The friendship kickoffs, for those of you guys that don't know, is the 2 players, the spawns are inside the net. They bump each other so that the teammate in front gets launched towards the ball and gets to the ball faster than the opponent. And it works well if the opponent doesn't know about the friendship. But it looks like Sypical and Retals immediately went to the backboard. Neither of them went for that kickoff, and they instead defended the friendship on the backboard and then quickly countered it, almost scored the equalizing goal off of that counterattack. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, that friendship. And do you think that could be dangerous for some teams if their opponents know how to counter it that well?
We may have like an in-tourney meta develop where maybe when you have the friendship, you don't go for it if you don't think the opponent's going to go for the kick. But then if they read that, they're going to go for the kick. And it's going to go back and forth. I mean, who knows? What I do know is we have to say goodbye to one of these teams after this game. One of these teams is leaving the tournament after this game. And right now, Manny the Monkey and his banana are looking to go on to the semis with an early lead. 1-0 off the aggression in front.
Oh, that hurts if you're Retals to get stuffed by that rim. He was trying to, I think, maybe cleanly save it or ideally get like a pinch off the inside of the rim. And if it was just maybe a second sooner or maybe a different angle, could have bounced off the backboard and out, but that one just bounces low off the backboard and falls into his own net. Very unfortunate, but, it is good for Manny the Monkey. It didn't read well when they were down in games 2 and 3. It looks like they were in a bit of trouble, but getting the early goal in game number 5 when it matters most, this is going to play out huge for them, I'd imagine.
Back to the blue corner. Retals is just trying to force this ball into the net from this near side. And now we have a 3-car break, a little bit of bump here. Off the right side, trying to carry this up over half court. Touches back down on the ground. Sypical just trying to reset and get that jump back. Not enough boost to actually make a play. It's going to be Enforcer looking for a kind of pinch here. That's going to go over to the left side. Manny just needs one. Needs to put it on target, and I think they did. Nice save from Sypical underneath, but Enforcer's still here. Shot to the far corner. That placement is absolutely insane. A sniper shot to give up a 2-0 lead.
They are battering Space Station right now. So many powerful, well-placed shots that, you know, then Retals and Sypical will make one save and they're immediately forced to get on the ground, adjust their cars, and make another save because you know that the other player on that blue team is going to be shooting the ball right back into your net. It's a very tough situation to be in. Manny does excellently, pops that ball over the orange net, follows it up by getting a bump on Sypical, who's waiting on the backboard. What a great play by Manny.
I mean, that is just efficient use of boost all the way. 4 tires on the backboard. 3-0. Space Station Gaming needs an answer, and they need it fast. After 2 games in a row on 2 and 3, they find themselves in a deficit in Game 5. Enforcer can't get the touch. You know who can? Retals! Their first point on the board. 3:44 in Game 5.
I think we might be seeing a bit of nerves or something from Enforcer. You don't typically see him miss those reads very often, but Retals, I guess, had very good, nice foresight. He saw into the future to show that he, you know, Enforcer was going to sail past that. And Retals does very well to predict that and get the double touch, line himself up to ensure that that goal goes in because they need all the opportunities to fall in their favor if they are to come back in this game. They are down 2 and only 3.5 minutes left, but a nice demo coming out from Manny. It doesn't matter as Sypical beats Enforcer. His teammate is, you know, in the grave, and Sypical was like, it doesn't matter. I'll take care of it. Dunks Enforcer, sends that one down with the bang.
Straight in. Nice over the top from Sypical. We've seen them on the defensive end in this game, making a couple great plays, and now they're going to go ahead and take it over to the offensive side. 3-2. Certainly an answer indeed. Sypical wants one more. They're going to try to stuff it through. No!
Oh!
Sypical gets the goal! Ladies and gentlemen, 3-0 to a 3-3 in Game 5. One of these teams eliminated after this game, tied up between Enforcer and Manny and Sypical and Retals.
How is this a first-round match? This is only the quarterfinals, and the level of gameplay is immaculate. I can't even describe how high my hopes are for the rest of the tournament. If we're witnessing all this excitement in the quarterfinals, we have a lot in store, and there is still a lot to behold in this game alone. 3-3 your scoreline, 3 minutes to play, and this game itself will decide the series. One of these teams will not make it past this game, so they are fighting for their tournament lives. And Retals now on his heels. Enforcer pops it up. Manny puts a shot on Sypical with an insane save. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Now to the left, it's going to be Sypical looking to control. 2 goals to their name, 5 saves. Up off the ceiling, controls, 1 touch, 2, looking to play the hitbox and let the ball go to Retals. Out of the corner is Retals underneath. Nice save from Enforcer to get the challenge in time. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen, in the last game of this series, underneath. Sypical makes a play. Enforcer doesn't get it by. Retals and Sypical playing very aggressive, not allowing these balls to go uncontested as they do cross the court, going from one side to the other. Back out to center. Manny. Not a lot of boost. They're actually just going to play the ball into the zone. They're going to kind of let this go, kind of like in hockey, playing the puck into the zone. Just kind of reset, try to get rotation and set up, change the line. 2 minutes to go, though, and Sypical wants another one. They're going to be up over the top side. That's going to go back out to the front. Manny tries to send this one out, but no, the clears aren't really clearing the zone, are they?
Oh, Manny, save it. Oh my gosh, the patience from Retals on that previous play, you know, it was the ball was looming over the blue net, and a lot of the time you would expect Retals dropping that one in, getting the lead here, but a lot of time you would expect players when they see that ball floating over the net and the other player like not really on the wall yet, you would expect them to rush in to try to tap that one in, but Retals knew that Manny would be able to recover on the backboard and get another touch, so he waited patiently around midfield for that follow-up touch and then got an excellent pass over to Sypical. And, you know, the snowball effect of that play cascaded into a lead for Space Station Gaming. Now Manny and Enforcer are in a hole, but I've seen them do this before, making insane comebacks. Enforcer's fully capable of it, but they're going to need, you know, a little bit of magic in this match because Sypical and Retals aren't giving them a lot of room to breathe.
4 unanswered goals for Space Station Gaming. Up the right side, Manny wants to answer now.
Yes!
It is an answer. 4-4, ladies and gentlemen. 1:19 in the best of 5, Game 5, tied up. One of these teams will not be joining us in the semifinals, and I could not tell you who that was going to be right now. We are going into our direct kick here. Enforcer and Retals. Manny immediately goes back on the defensive side. Sypical is going to try to get another one, but Manny shuts him down. Over to the right now. Retals underneath. Oh, they're actually going to let this one go. It actually pops off the net. That's going to be Enforcer putting one on target. It's going to float towards the goal. Nice save here from Sypical. And now Retals with an opportunity. Over to the right. It's on target. Save by Enforcer. Manny the other direction, up off the ceiling. Back towards the center. Shots on. Fark. No, it's off the rim. It's off the rim, and now shot going the other direction. Manny, full boost. Wants to take boost. Looking to control this one over to the right side. 45 seconds. That's going to be up in the air. Enforcer. Manny's going to be back on defense after spawning back from the demo. Retals put on target. Sent out by Manny. 40 seconds, Liquor Bagels. 4-4 tie game in game 5.
The team plays for Retals and Sypical is something I have not witnessed with such efficiency in a ranked 2 match. What a save by Sypical, but you can tell that their comms are on point. This is like a RLCS match. They do this all the time. They say, I'm to your left, pop it up, send him the pass, and it almost paid off in that instance, but they're going to need to find some creativity here. Retals driving towards the back, saved out by Enforcer. Now Sypical forced to retreat. Gather this one up. 13 seconds to play. It is tied up at 4. The next goal will likely decide the entire series here. One team will be heading home. One team advancing to the semifinals. Retals trying to get one more opportunity. Enforcer sends it back. Sypical forced to pop it up, trying to end this game in regulation. Enforcer pinches it up. This is dangerous for the blue team. Retals waiting back for another touch by Enforcer. Now this one's up. Manny forced to defend against Sypical. This one's off the sidewall. Retals, one last shot, and it's dropping down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime in game number 5. What a game it's been.
Golden goal to decide the fate, and it might be over soon. No! Retals off the backboard to keep this one alive. Sypical, Manny's already up for it. Sypical, the patience underneath. Enforcer the touch. It's open. It's open. Is there an opportunity? It's going to hit the rim. It's going to go off the backboard. Sypical underneath.
Enforcer.
The ball still in a dangerous spot. It's underneath. It goes in. Oh! They send it home. Enforcer and Manny have done in overtime. 5-4, only 18 seconds in. They move on to the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. What a series that we just had.
Enforcer coming out in such a big way to solidify the game. What a just insane way to end it. Topping off the cherry on top of what was an absolute treat of a series. Well played to both teams. Congratulations to Manny the Monkey taking down the powerhouse of Space Station. And we see, like that first game, Nico having that hoops experience, it seemed to have paid off for Enforcer and Manny, as, Sypical and Retals, well played to them, but they end up taking it. Manny the Monkey very cleanly in game number 5. What a series. Holy cow.
And the heat map, the heat map shows the pressure. It's crazy that they went so back and forth on the pressure between these games. Like, it was like different teams were showing up on both rosters. One of them just kind of gets momentum and rides it out the entire way. And then the other one gets momentum in the next game and just rides it for all 5 minutes until it culminates in a game 5 overtime. And they just play the most aggressive full send up on the offensive side in 18 seconds. We crown a semifinalist, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be moving on to the semifinals coming up next. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot more action where that came from.